Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Brace yourself for an earth-quaking shock. Nothing you have ever seen, nothing you have ever felt could prepare you for this colossus of entertainment.
The Double D.
Oh shit, it's the Monday edition of the Double D Show.
It's Monday. Monday.
We did things a little different than usual.
Yeah.
For those listening live, it's Sunday.
Uh-huh.
We're streaming live on our Idiot Radio app, idiotradio.net, doubledshow.com. I really need this vacation.
Oh my god, yes you do. It's
TuneIn Radio, Apple iTunes Radio, live online radio, and like I said, the free Idiot Radio app you can download on iTunes and Google Play.
So from now on when we do this, you're going to go, here's what we can be heard on. And you say, TJ, I go, everywhere.
Well, not everywhere. We don't have an FM signal yet.
Well, we will.
Well, we got a packed house today.
We do
I didn't
have
think
a
we were
packed-
going to have anybody, and this is awesome.
Yeah, there's only me and you from the show, and then
Yeah.
everybody else is
This is
gracing
awesome.
us with their presence.
So TJ's here. Our
Of
TJ's
course.
the producer, the guy that
Put
holds
this-
the glue.
yeah, put this show on my
TJ
back.
Elmers is his name. He holds everything together these days.
Put the show on my back and run with it. It's like, no.
Our buddy Coop Troop, Jay Cooper, is in the house.
What up, bitches?
Off his big win. Well, he took second place here at the Pittsburgh Steel City Comedy Competition, the Idiot Radio event we had like 3 weeks ago.
That was kind of messed up.
What?
Like, oh, if his big win. No, you were the first loser.
Oh, jeez. He also took third place at our the event that I hosted, Brookline's Got Talent, and so yeah, it's always nice when Jay's here. He's part of the family.
Coop is
and
solid.
You can see the YouTube series that him and Howie do called
On our way.
which is On Our Way,
On Our
with
Way
Howie.
with Howie and Jay.
What is I need to go to the doctor. I'm gonna have a brain tumor.
Yeah, you're having fucking
Something's
brain
going on.
farts, man. You've been doing this all week. What's up with you?
I got too much stuff on my plate. Our new friend, a new comic friend. We met him at the Steel City Comedy Competition, and we've just been hanging out ever since. Mike Elliott's in the house.
Mikey.
Hi, I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, I can tell. You sound like all the women that I've dated in my life.
You're such a He-Man.
Howie D. Mack, the
What's
chocolate
going on, baby?
leprechaun. We got
What's
a lot going
baby?
on, man. We
yes,
got
yes, we do.
tons going on. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, this Saturday. We're going to be at
Let
Jameson's.
the debauchery begin.
Jameson's in Dormont at 12 noon.
Jameson's a Jameson.
Our return there, because they liked it so much last year, they're going to bring him back.
Yes.
Howie D. Mack, the Chubby Chocolate Leprechaun, will be in the house. So
Yes, sir.
will all the guys from Idiot Radio. Mm-hmm. We're also going to make a pit stop down here around 1:30, 2 o'clock, just to refresh. And then we're going to head right out to Bloom's Cigars on the south side, right behind Jack's on South 12th Street.
Yeah.
Howie will be there, and there will be some female entertainment in the house, which is always nice. Boobies.
Yes, it's good. It's good for me to be 4'9" that day.
Perfect.
Perfect views. There's some other ones on the table that are possibles, but I don't want to say them until we've
Yeah,
learned that.
we'll get them together.
We've learned that. So
There'll be a fresh list.
I'll be efforting.
Saturday morning. There'll be a fresh list on my page and
I'll
on
be
Idiot Radio.
efforting, yeah.
Yes.
And last but not least, our buddy Sam Leonard,
Oh, my goodness.
host
Always a pleasure to
of
be
Pittsburgh Local News Podcast.
here. Yes, news that affects you, news that you can affect. This is one of my favorite clicks around the table today.
Running solid.
Salute.
So the podcast, how's it going, man?
Oh, tremendous. We've, the news, but the news always stays the same age,
Yeah.
right? It's always current. The most recent interesting thing that happened, did you hear about Shannon Edwards? Does that name ring a bell?
No.
All right, let me try and do this in 30 seconds. Tim Murphy, congressman for not Pittsburgh, but probably your congressman here in Brookline, maybe even. He's real pro-life. He gets caught having an affair with this woman, Shannon Edwards, asks her to have an abortion.
I remember that now. Now I remember
He
that.
goes on, they have emails of him saying, abortion? Hell yeah, get an abortion. I don't believe all that shit I say. So anyway, he has to resign. Shannon Edwards all of a sudden is running for office. So I've been thinking, this is like some House of Cards shit.
I'm
She's
saying,
like,
yeah.
How? I can't beat the incumbent.
It's almost
but
like
what
Scandal,
if?
the TV show Scandal.
Exactly. What if?
Throw this punani off.
I tell him I'm pregnant. Now I don't want to say too much because I've been giggling about it for weeks, and then someone showed her the podcast, and so she came at me saying headlines sell newspapers, and I told if you ever saw the Newsies, you know headlines don't sell news.
Yeah, does anybody
Newsies
read
sell
newspapers?
papers. Headlines don't sell papers. Newsies sell papers. But anyway, so she called me out, and that was fun and interesting. A congressional candidate with my name in her
That's
mouth.
awesome.
Yeah.
So now,
That's free advertising right
that means
there,
you're
man.
making waves.
yeah,
dude.
she was angry. I said she had a psychotic break, but we
I double down with that one.
yeah, we mended it, and we're gonna.
You gonna bring her on?
Yeah, she's gonna be on the show. I think maybe this week
Very
or next.
cool.
I don't know.
Oh.
No, second question.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Second question. She hot?
Yes, she is quite attractive
Yes,
in my
yes, she
opinion.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She had a senator for
For
God's
those that are
sakes. Come
you,
on now.
for those that are new to you,
Yeah.
how can they find you?
I'm on iTunes. Hit me on all the social networks at @sir_SL, right, on Twitter and Instagram. And then go on Facebook, Pittsburgh Local News with Sam Leonard. The podcast is Stitcher, iTunes, anywhere they can be found. Not with we don't have an FM signal yet either, but we're working on it, right?
Yeah, we'll have to change our potty mouths if we go that route. But, yeah, so that's cool, man. It's always awesome. You're one of my favorite people to bring in, and I always love when you can take time out and come in.
I love coming.
I love following the progress of the oh. I love following your progress and watching your podcast evolve and everything. I think it's
Thank you,
awesome.
Todd.
I think well put together. Howie,
Yes.
Jay, we got the Ignorant Easter Comedy Show
Yes.
2.0.
Yes.
That's right. The most ignorant comedy show in the city. Y'all need to be there for that March 31st at Repair the World, 6022 Broad Street in where, Howard?
The newly remodeled, freshly scented East Liberty.
There you go.
Because it's ignorant.
Showtime's at 9 p.m. You can hit these guys up
Yeah.
on
Doors
social
open
media
at 8, by the way. Doors open up at 8.
That's
to get
right.
tickets.
So what? So you know,
Who's on the show? You two studs. Who else?
Okay.
They're
We're
hosting.
hosting.
well, we're the
hosting.
hosts. We're the hosts, and then we got Don Arner. Mm-hmm. We got One Eye,
Cool.
and we got
A-Lo
A-Lo.
Loke. And headlining is Samantha B.
Oh,
Yeah.
there
Well, you got a good show.
Oh yeah.
I mean, awesome shit.
Ignorant.
And it's sponsored by 88 Radio,
Hell yeah.
Yes.
We're
River's
moving into
Edge.
sponsorships and everything now.
Yeah,
River's
keep going.
Edge.
We got
Who else is
we got
sponsored?
Grind Mode.
Grand Mode.
Grind Mode Music Worldwide. They're sponsoring us as well. Howie, what's the name of that one company who I can't pronounce? The name that's
The vodka company.
Yeah, that vodka company. That I can't pronounce
I
this
can't
shit.
pronounce
Is it the local one?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Drink strong. Drink
So-
long.
And Lee Davis Industries, yeah.
Very cool. Lee Davis.
Better learn how to pronounce your producers there, though.
No, you have a DJ for that too, right?
Yeah, DJ Rock is in
Oh
the bit.
yeah.
DJ
How we
Rock.
gonna forget DJ Rock?
Oh,
man?
yeah, DJ Rock. Of course,
Yeah.
with DJ Rock. I don't know why we forgot about that.
I don't know why either.
I'm gonna call Eddie Bands, and he's gonna have to give me a tutorial on how to pronounce his Russian vodka. I was like,
A black dude that runs a. Okay, I said enough.
It's a black dude with a fucking.
yeah.
Black Russian, yeah.
I was,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
talking
that's-
about Sam's podcast, but one of my favorite podcasts besides Sam's is the Stone Cold podcast. And this is an old clip that I dug up. And he talks about how his wife tries to tell him to wear Spanx.
Yeah.
And he goes berserk. It's so funny. Here's Stone Cold, the Stone Cold podcast where he's talking about Spanx. Spanx.
I hate working my core. I need to start doing some DDP yoga or some kind of. And so I always remind myself, dude, suck in your drum while you on camera. And I always forget. And there I am with that weak-ass diaphragm with my gut stuck out. And it ain't like I got a bad gut. It's the bad gut on top of the weak diaphragm that adds to the fact that it looks like I'm fat mother. So this time,
Has nothing to do with that
before I was
fat,
packing
right?
all my bags up, my wife is on her computer in the office, and she said, you know, they got Spanx for men now. And I looked at my wife and I said, hell no, I ain't wearing no mother Spanx. If the word on the street got out that a global icon and a national treasure, America's
National
favorite
treasure.
beer drinker, one bad mother walking down the street, hosting Redneck Island, the toughest show on television, the Broken Skull Ranch, was wearing Spanx.
He doesn't have an ego problem, does he?
Spanx? I ain't wearing no goddamn Spanx. Homie don't wear no Spanx. And in this case, homie is a man named Steve Austin. Jesus Christ.
That's one of my favorite Stone Cold podcasts.
Homie don't play that.
And his name is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Who knew Stone Cold was a fan of In Living Color? Who knew?
He's like, homie, don't play that. Homie
That is funny as
a
hell.
man named Steve Austin.
That is too funny.
Host of Redneck Island. What was that?
That's like a reality show,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Survivor
Oh,
or
God.
something.
Oh, I would definitely
First
clown
up, they
him.
kicked the shit out of each other.
I would definitely clown him if he wore Spanx.
I
would.
think everybody, especially the boys in the back, they'd be ripping him like crazy.
Big time.
So, let's. I was in this. Mike was in it Wednesday night. I was in the second time I ever did stand up
Yep.
at the Pittsburgh Improv.
We was there.
And
We witnessed it all.
I ate a big fat dick.
A bag of dicks.
Bag of them.
A
Just smacking me
basket.
in the face.
Easter
Long,
basket.
black, and throbbing.
An ignorant Easter basket of dicks.
How
No.
bad could it be? Did you get a laugh?
No, it wasn't
So-
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Well, in my eyes,
he was cool. He was
Talking
So-
to new sponsor, he's sponsoring. He's a spokesperson for.
BOD. Bag of Dicks
Dicks.
Yeah,
Incorporated.
it's called Jerome's Bag of Dicks. When I'm hungry and I want something big and black to eat, I eat Jerome's Bag of Dicks. Get one at your local store.
I just found a website called Bag of Dicks where you can buy.
Yeah, you can mail your
Bag of
friends
Dicks
them.
to
Yeah,
people.
like a dickogram.
For real?
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's a real thing.
really, it was kind of corny. But what I liked, there was a T-shirt with the big balls right around the collar. It looked
Are
kinda
these like
funny.
dildos
Oh,
or
like a
like
tie?
chocolate or what?
Yeah,
With the dick hanging down, so it's supposed to look like a tie or
they're
something?
like gummies, but then you can
Cool.
you can also get one of the options was a big chocolate one. you know?
Okay.
It was just one big chocolate.
I love
I bet that one sells out all the time.
So
Todd's address.
the so my set. So this is what happened. I did a set here at the competition, the Steel City Comedy Competition. This was my first time. And I think I started good and I finished weak. Like I didn't finish on a laugh. Like, but I thought the set was good. Like I got good critiques from Aaron Kleiber, Ty Mack, Howie, and Jay. Everybody said cut the storytelling down and do. But I was so comfortable with that material because we wrote it so long ago.
Yeah.
I just never had the balls to go up on stage and do it. But my new gig, he wants to see me on stage. He wants to see me write. So that was why. So then I play it for him. And he says, the bodily fluids, because I talked about shit in my pants. Yeah. And I have IBS and all that. And like I said, it did well. I just needed to work on the finish.
Who is he that you're talking about?
My new gig.
Is
working for
is
Jim
this
Crenn.
public?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and he just wants to see me write.
He was saying less feces talk.
Yeah, less bodily fluids and this and that. So I totally go and like rewrite the whole set.
Yeah.
Which people were like, "You look nervous on stage," but I really wasn't nervous. I don't get nervous on stage. I was forgetting the order of how I had my set prepared.
Yeah, what was it? Didn't you say you forgot like 3 of your jokes?
Yeah, I forgot like 2 or
Yeah.
3 jokes, and it was
It
like,
happens, man.
I was
It
like,
happens.
fuck.
Yeah,
But
definitely
it was all because I
definitely
wasn't comfortable with my material. But I did.
Well,
it
you
all-
said you was trying out some new shit.
Yeah, it was
and I
all
was
brand
like-
new. It was
and I
all-
was like, ooh.
No, I
Yeah, it wasn't
started.
an open mic.
I started
Right.
bad. I started bad. Well, everything is new. I've only done it twice.
Right.
Yeah.
I started bad because I went into like this thing where I'm making fun of my name and all that. And like we did it here on the show, and it was funny. So I thought it would translate on stage, and it didn't.
Yes.
So like the first minute and a half was bad, and then when I went into the material about my son, I finished with a big laugh. And I told Big Mike, and the guys to sit in the front because I'd feed off Mike, and Mike's laugh is contagious. Well, they sat in the second tier behind everybody. And,
Yeah. Now, if his ass was sitting up in the front,
yeah.
other motherfuckers would have laughed. and
Every
shit, but
time
they would
he
have saw this
laughed,
big
they would
black
look at
dude just
him.
fucking laughing his head off.
They
and
look
shit.
back at him and then they laugh.
I-
They look back at him for permission.
That's usually how it is. They look at black people for validation and shit.
I went to the whenever I did one of those competitions, the word gets out. I regret telling anyone to come because it's so embarrassing when
Yeah.
But like my dad shows up with his girlfriend. They have a whole table. I get on stage. The first knock joke I tell, they're knee slapping and screaming, laughing their asses off. I'm like, shut up. You know, it doesn't feel. I almost don't want friends supporting me. You know, you want it to be a legitimate laugh.
That's
I see that, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, oh
that's
my
what
God.
was nice at the competition here at the pub, because
Nobody laughed.
Nobody was here. Nobody was here that we knew. So like. I knew that the material was decent. It was like it seemed like a lot of young females were laughing at the material.
Yeah.
But,
it's amazing how a lot of my friends from Brookline still live in Brookline. Like it's after so many years. Like they didn't even know about the comedy show. They didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
They came
showed up.
They came to play pool and drink.
Yeah.
Because like they do every Friday and Saturday night. And they was like, Jay, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here for this show. Oh, you in that? I was like, yeah. And then they listen. So you know that was cool.
So
was
on
cool.
top of me shitting in the bed for the first minute and 30 seconds, which is an eternity in a 5-minute set.
Yeah.
They put me against the hottest female in the competition.
And you know what? I didn't want to say nothing, but I was
She's-
like, dude, even if she sucks, you're gonna lose to this chick. I don't even remember
her
her
was
name.
Alana something.
Oh,
do you know,
God.
Mike? Do you
She is.
I'm sold already.
She is
Alana.
so pretty.
And she's
Petite.
gorgeous.
She's like all of 5 feet.
She has a career. Like
Is she funny?
She was checking in at like Bonkers Comedy Club in somewhere in L.A., Maryland. I was like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, she's known. She's actually.
She travels. Yeah,
She travels.
And
Damn, she wasn't even that good.
she's talking.
She travels and she.
I didn't want. No, she was.
No, I'm just saying.
She was talking about
trying to kiss her ass.
Todd's
No.
emailing her right
Nah,
now
I'm
to come
keeping
on
it
the show
real.
next week.
I'm keeping it real.
She's our guest.
Never getting on
She's
with her.
coming in about 10 minutes.
I'm just saying.
She was talking about sucking dick and everything. and,
Interesting.
you know, Mike, the guys
She
from the
was
show
cute,
that
though.
were there, they were like, "Shit, we weren't voting for you after we saw her. She went first." Yeah, it was just fucking terrible.
It's hard when you compete against somebody who's pretty.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's
I'll
how it
lose
is.
that one every time.
Okay.
Hey, I was pretty and I still lost, so hey. It's not just pretty.
That's the other thing about those crowd voting. You got to bring people and then they vote.
Yeah.
I remember the one
Yeah.
time.
That's
I'm not
the
making
hard part.
excuses, but I went in and this one guy brought like 60% of the crowd at the
Yeah.
improv. So
Everybody
he goes
went through
up. They're dying. No one's laughing but his friends. Then I
Yeah.
go up.
Right.
and they're looking at me like, if you say something funny, we're gonna beat the shit out of you after.
So and what sucked too is we had the same amount of people. Like we both had about 10 people there. It was fucking terrible. Terrible.
Todd, you
So
said
she got the
But
20
see-
votes.
Yeah, the body.
18.
sold.
His fiance still voted for him, and
Yeah,
probably
she
Mud.
voted.
She
Mud
voted for
voted
me.
for her. Mud's loyal. That's right. Never mind. Forget it, Todd.
You got to hit those open mics. That's the only way to work. See,
Yeah,
listen,
and you,
comedy theory. I'm an expert
you've
in
kinda-
comedy theory. I just have never been able to actually do it.
you've kind of
successfully.
taken a backseat. It's kind of taken a backseat
Yeah.
to your podcast, right?
Yeah, it really has. I haven't done stand up in a long time, which I miss. But it takes a ungodly commitment. You
Yeah.
guys, how
It does.
I mean,
You got to suck a long time before you get good. You
hell
know?
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what she said.
I probably did 2 years and still sucking. Like there would be little flashes in the pan where you get some laughs, you have a good set, but then
Yeah.
it's like,
I will say that I do love that joke where you talk about how you support the troops.
yeah.
That's my favorite
Me
one.
too. Me
That's
too.
my favorite one.
I
of
mean,
yours.
you gotta
I like that.
because I do support the troops, man. Especially this time of year, they come knocking on my door. I'm buying Thin Mints, tag along. I love that. But then people don't like the tag where I'm like, I'm old school. I walk into the place, I see someone who deserves it, I say thank you for the service, man. People don't say that anymore. Meanwhile, these guys are risking their lives climbing and repairing our cell phone towers, and people don't even give them the time of day,
Right.
And as you can see, that's why theory only.
So I don't know. I mean, I
like the shortbread.
I don't have the. I physically do not have the time to put into going to open mics.
Right.
So it's going to be a casual thing, and I'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
All you got to do, Todd, this is what you do, right? You pick 2 days out the month to go. You don't sit there and try to do every mic like some people do.
Right.
You just pick 2 days out the month, and just it's like anything else. Just keep with you. I know you're a schedule and a routine based individual. It's better you approach it like that, and you'll be fine.
And you got to rehearse.
Yeah, 'cause those-
you can't just do it cold.
Yeah.
Right, because those people, and more power to them, because I did it when I first started. First 2 years in, I went to every single open mic I could get to. Every single one.
If I was single, didn't have this radio stuff going on, doing multiple shows, we actually just picked up 2 more shows. So on top of doing this
you a
one,
busy man. You
2
can
more
just...
shows, the students, and then the Cren Project.
You know what? With all these shows that you're putting together, do your jokes on those shows.
Yeah.
That's your open mic.
I learned that it doesn't work
you need
at
feedback.
both places. It doesn't work at both places. Because this is the premise of the joke where I make fun of my name. Like, I was like, hey, give it up for Matt Light, everybody. Yeah, Matt, like, that's a cool fucking name.
Yeah.
Like, Todd, that name fucking sucks.
I like that name, Todd.
This is
I think it's a funny one.
This is where the premise of that came from, and we did it on the show, and it killed here. So I was like, oh, man, I'm just open with that.
How do you kill on the radio?
Well, we had like 20 people in here, and it was a packed house.
You know anybody cool named Todd? Todd. Even the name sounds like, boring. Yeah. Todd.
Who's talking right now?
Kid Chris.
If a baby can say it, it's a dumb name.
So that was like because we laughed so hard the day that we did it here on the show, and it really shit the bed on stage. So.
Dude, I just came up with a nice title for your future comedy DVD. Re-Todd-ED.
Retarded.
Yeah, perfect. Retarded. I love it. You're welcome.
I knew I was going to...
He'll take his cut on the back end.
You knew what?
It's Ustianaka.
Is that how it is?
That's sponsoring
That's the vodka, Ustianaka. Yeah.
Ustianaka, okay.
They were
The
created
Ignat.
his drink one time.
The Ignat.
They are sponsoring Ignat. I'm sorry, Howie brought it up.
No, I'm saying I'm glad you said.
You pronounced it very well. Can you say that again so everybody hear you?
Ustianaka.
Ustianaka.
Yeah,
That sounds more...
Sounds like a wrestler
that's
in Mexico.
No, you got it right. That's
Why you
that's
sponsored
seriously.
Sam and not
Said it.
Howie,
I was
right?
like, woo, Ustianaka.
I just watched that Icarus documentary this morning. It was good. Anyway.
So it's Monday, guys. We're broadcasting live on Sunday, but it's Monday. And for those of you that want to catch up on the podcast anytime, anywhere, we're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. I think iHeartRadio is my favorite out of all of them. That's the one I have in the car, and I just pop on.
I do.
the
I
aux
just downloaded iHeart on my phone.
We sound more
And
official.
I have you on there as well as a couple of wrestling podcasts. I need to add yours on there.
Yeah. I actually
need
don't
to-
know if it's on iHeartRadio.
Oh, it's not on yet?
I push it
Not
to
yet,
listen.
but it
I don't
will
know.
be,
Did they
right?
do that for me? I don't
you
honestly
can
know where
Google
they
it. I
put
think you might. You might be okay.
All right.
Well, it's Monday.
When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays? Shit, no, man.
I love this part.
Get your ass kicked saying something like that.
Yeah, today's Monday.
No, Saturday!
No, today's Monday.
No, Saturday!
No, I'm sorry. Today's Monday.
What day is it? Monday? Oh, Monday! Thank God it's Monday.
You're the only moron in the whole world who actually likes Monday.
Have a super awesome day of positivity.
Fuck off.
Well, we got a great show planned. All sounds good on paper, but we know how that goes. Some guy pranks his dad. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. A local guy is busted for showing off in traffic. I don't know, Sam. You might have heard this story. It's
he
local.
Was, yeah, he was showing his pictures of his own
His
cock.
selfie. Yeah, his naked selfie.
Is that a crime? I was a little bit offended by that.
don't
He's
know.
looking at, you need to be there to really
It was
experience
like his resume picture.
Exactly.
We'll talk a little bit about
Okay,
that.
okay, excuse me.
Speaking of eating a dick on stage, Richard Pryor's son found out the hard way it's not easy to follow in his dad's footsteps. He was
I
at
heard
the
about
Apollo.
that. I heard
He
about
looks
that.
just like his dad, too.
Yes, he does.
So we'll talk about that. Lots of great stuff from Netflix coming this week, including Obama, Norm Macdonald, and penises.
Oh my God!
Always with the penises.
A classic television. Notice 80% of what we talk about is either
Right.
penises or poop.
Yes.
There are few things that
There's a
are
lot of boobs
guaranteed.
out there,
That's our
too.
forte.
There's a few things that are guaranteed in life. Death, taxes. You're going to hear about penises on this show.
Poop even more so. I would
Poop
say.
and penises.
Yeah.
Poop penises.
It starts with a P.
It's poop and penises.
A classic TV show gets greenlit for a prequel movie. We're going to take our first break, and when we return, we're going to talk about Krispy Kremes. There's a new donut at Krispy Kremes Coca-Cola is venturing into the alcohol business. And a new study that could help the creative process, and it involves beer.
Okay.
So it's a Double D show. TJ is running co-pilot today. Jay Cooper's in the house. Mike Elliott's here.
Yeah.
Howie D. Max here.
It's Ignorant.
And our buddy Sam Leonard's here.
Rocking it.
We'll be back right after this.
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, Food Truck and Catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
Vapor Connection in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Premier vaping lounge and proprietor of vaping supplies. We carry everything from mods and accessories to the widest selection of e-liquids in Pittsburgh. Visit our shop in Blawnox and sample e-juice from America's best suppliers. Vapor Connection, Pittsburgh's premier vapor and shop lounge. Vape easy at the Vapor Connection. For more information, go to vaporconnectionllc.com.
We're back on a Monday show.
Look what she dug up.
Getting ready.
Holy shit.
How are you
Is
ready?
that a prom picture?
Yeah.
Is that your baby mama?
Yeah.
Are you ready for Saturday, Howie?
Am I ready for Saturday?
March 17th, our big Howie D. Mack
Yes, I'm
Idiot
used to-
Radio Tour.
Yes, I'm gonna be acting. I'm gonna be around a whole bunch of alcoholics. So just be like the family reunion.
It'll be good times.
Lovely,
Good times.
lovely.
It was such a big success last year too, so
Mhm.
I can't wait to see what this one. It's not confirmed, but Peter's Pub in Oakland is one of the places that isn't confirmed. So I'm not really sure what's
Okay,
going
but like
on
I said,
there.
my Saturday morning, check your social media. Me and Todd will let you know
Yeah,
what's going down
as
and
it-
what's not.
As it comes, we'll go breaking news and
Yes,
keep
yes.
promoting it.
All right, this is the one
Now,
in
where's
Oakland, right?
Now, where's Peter's Pub at? What street
Yes.
is that on?
That's like right down the street from the Pete. It's a stone's throw from the Pete.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
was
Big
just there.
Mike knows where it is.
Okay, I don't know.
Big barn
In
pit.
fact,
It's
one of
popular.
our-
I was just there on.
And the
One
students
of our
are.
fellow comics works at that bar too.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Jeremy
That's who was trying to set it up.
Jeremy
But Big Mike said
Burton. Jeremy Burton, I think is his name.
the students were on break last week.
Yeah, they'll be back. They'll be
So
back this
they're
week.
back
They'll be
this
back.
week,
Yeah,
so
they'll be back on Monday.
That bar will be. We'll have to have security around you the whole time to make sure shit's right.
That's a great bar. People go fucking crazy
Yeah.
there.
I
I was
hear
there.
a lot
That's why.
of things
That's
about that
hence the
bar.
security.
We were there last
Yeah.
weekend for the Whitfield Championship, the hoops games.
Yeah.
Pine Richland let me down at -3. I thought I had him for sure. I bet the fucking house on it. But the kids were already going crazy. Even I don't even think they were in session.
Yeah,
Peter's Pub was
they're not-
rocking.
Jim Crenn, no restrictions. Get it at the PittsburghPodcastNetwork.com. Catch up with all the old episodes and lots of new episodes coming soon. I believe we're going to be in studio this week. Well, actually, we'll be on location, probably at Bloom's. And I talked to him this morning, and he said maybe we're going to do some footage from Bloom's on March 17th.
We definitely, everywhere we go, we definitely get some footage for 2019.
Yeah.
We definitely got to do, because last year we didn't get enough footage, I think.
You did that footy.
We
That's
have,
all about.
I mean, we have some. I just really shit the bed on putting a package together.
Yeah, we'll do it this year.
I need
so.
to get an assistant. I think.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to sound like that, but I'm
Or
just,
write shit down.
I'm getting to the point. But that and all the guys that know me, everything like this whole show is like word for word written out on this screen, and like I forgot to write Mike into the schedule. I was like, I don't know. That's bad.
You'll get
I
it,
feel
man.
so unloved.
I'm ready to. I'm taking a vacation from one of my gigs this week, so It's a much needed.
Okay, yeah, you definitely gonna come check out.
We're gonna check out your venue.
You need an intern, Todd.
I do. I need something.
Someone to take advantage of, whether he's doing videos or you keep him under your desk there during the show.
Yeah.
Notice he said he.
He knows you. He knows what you like.
Just keep it in your pants.
Krispy Kreme.
Mud, get from underneath the table.
Krispy Kreme's is going to have a new donut stuffed with Nutella.
Cool.
A photo of the new treat
I saw that.
was shared via Krispy Kreme's Dominican Republic on their official Facebook page.
What is the big fascination with Nutella?
I don't know. That's the big
You
flavor
know what?
this year.
Nutella tastes good on toast.
Oreos and
that's it.
Everybody has their own Nutella item this year.
Nutella, I never I got some. I was like, I still don't know what the big deal was.
Looks like
It's not really a big deal. I mean, what is it? It's like hazelnut, right?
Hazelnut
and
butter.
cocoa.
Instead of peanut butter, it's hazelnut butter.
I'm like, I don't see that. Like I actually bought a jar one time, and I still don't know what the big freaking deal is about.
It's just a substitute
I like
for peanut butter.
I
that's
like
all.
peanut butter better. I'm sorry.
If you spread peanut butter on one side and you spread Nutella on the other
Maybe
side,
I
you put it
should
together,
say-
it tastes like a Reese peanut butter sandwich.
Maybe I should
Yeah.
set the Nutella world record. Because I have the peanut butter world record.
What's the Nutella?
You want to eat a whole jar of Nutella?
I ate a whole jar of peanut butter in a minute and 40 seconds. That's a world record. Still stands to this day. Wow. Recordsetter.com.
And that was the creamy one.
So it wasn't
Yeah,
Guinness.
just creamy.
Next time, I want to see you eat the crunchy
Hey,
one.
look, if you do that with the Nutella, because that's the actual brand, maybe we can get them to sponsor you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be nice.
That'd be nice.
Big picture, y'all. Big picture.
Is there
Big
an actual
picture.
world record out there to be broken?
The peanut butter one.
No, the Nutella. I'm talking about for Nutella.
I'll look it up on recordsetter.com and how we used. That's what we used to do on 100.7. We would, if it wasn't a record, we would create it.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Everything's a record.
Recordsetter.com is easier than Guinness because you got to have all these people come. At Record Setter, they have a book just like Guinness. Everything's online, and you submit it to them, and within 48 hours, you know if your record's been accepted, and they put it up on their website and everything. So maybe we do that. The 100th episode's coming up, Sam. So
Yeah.
you're welcome to come. We're going to do a crowd interactive show.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not going to do like a podcast like this.
Okay.
It's going to be a crowd interactive.
I'll sit in the crowd.
We're going to do. Nah, man, you're part of the family. Here. We're gonna
Too late,
do
Sam.
Yeah, we definitely got to do
Too
that.
late,
We got to do that. Pick your poison one too. We got.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
we
we're
do.
gonna tie that into. I'm still working out the details. I bought a roulette game. It's a toy gun that
Done.
straps a balloon to it, and every so many trigger pulls, it shoots like a little needle.
Russian roulette. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a little.
fucking crazy. I can't wait to.
So me and Tim will be doing that.
I bought it. I had to get it from Australia because I don't think they sell stuff like
Yeah.
that here in America. But yeah, it'll be fun. Our 100th episode. Coca-Cola is making an alcoholic soda. The alcoholic beverage is going to be called Alco Pop.
Alco Pop.
Ooh,
Bad-
what a sexy name.
Bad news.
That sounds like something from Japan. Here, Alco Pop.
That's the thing. It's only available in Japan.
There you go.
What a coincidence.
Nailed it.
Does
Nailed
Howie know
it.
his
Thank-
markets or
Yes,
what? This guy's
yes.
an MBA.
Always
Yes.
the man.
The,
I do have a real
the Japanese
marketing
market
promotion
is
background.
on fire right now with this new Chu Hai. It's a carbonated flavored drink.
What? It's called what?
Chu Hai. Chu Hai?
Chuhai.
You want to talk about my shuhai?
It's made with a Japanese spirit called shochu. Shochu. God bless you. It comes in fruity flavors
Shochu.
like lemon, grapefruit, and peach. So Coca-Cola is venturing into that. And
So what is it? What they're bottling rum and Coke?
Basically.
well, no,
Yeah.
this is more like that Giant Eagle water that has flavors. It's like
Yeah.
like that. I guess I don't know.
Can we get us a
Carbonated
case
water.
of that? Can we get
So
us a case of that?
they have 80 proof water?
Can you ship it? Like if you ordered it from
Yeah,
Amazon?
well, that's what I'm asking you. Can you get some? Because we can sit there and
Does-
sit
are
back
they-
and just
do
get
they
all
let, do they
told.
let you ship it
We-
from overseas?
Can we
alcohol?
do? I think the issue
You
is
can
Pennsylvania.
get alcohol from overseas,
Don't
like
quote me.
wines and stuff, but
Yeah.
it still has to go through customs, so who knows?
Yeah.
I'll drive. I got cousins in Ohio.
I mean,
we can drive over.
I have trouble. I have trouble getting fake Jordans here.
Really? You really have trouble? Shit, not really. surprised you had a hard time getting the fake Jordans. It was pretty easy.
I flooded the whole South Hills with fake jerseys before they caught on to me.
Yeah, that's great. They caught on to you?
can't do it
Well, we got a letter in the mail telling us to stop.
Really? From
Very
who?
nice letter.
After
from
we
the,
get we'll
cease
stop after we
and
get rid of
desist.
this, after we get rid of these last three cases.
You know, ordered 50 jerseys.
You're catching red flags when it's coming in a crate.
One of the podcasts I was advertising, my second sponsor was these pills I was getting online, and eventually I had to stop.
Erectile dysfunction or what?
Buzzy, Buzzy, remember he told me, he's like, Sam, that last advertisement, he's like, I think they have enough for a search warrant. No, so I had to drop them.
You got called to the principal's office. They're like, hey, get rid of that sponsor.
They weren't a sponsor as much as I was saying. I know a guy, $2 a pill. He's like, I don't know, Sam. That's really smart.
That's funny.
It was just for the record. It was totally innocuous. The thing that I'm talking about. This is no type of opioid or anything like that. It's like a multivitamin, but not FDA approved.
You got some
let's
cool
just say.
sponsors, though. Don't you have like a ticket sponsor?
Yeah, they dropped me. That's a funny story.
You want to tell it?
Well, my I don't know. Should I? Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
So I had a buddy who was in the podcasting. I'm going to speak vaguely. He was in the podcasting advertising industry.
Yeah.
Okay. So he lied. I had that sponsor after like a month of doing the show. He said I had like 15,000 listeners a month, so that everyone's like advertising with me. And the way it was SeatGeek.com. You got $20 off SeatGeek.com if you use my promo code.
Okay.
So, and then I give you an extra $5
is it
in
still
Bitcoin.
active? I'm trying to get some WWE tickets.
It's not, but I'll get you one because you could just. So some guy just calls my buddy and he's like, "Hey, I need a promo code." And my friend liked my show, so he's like, "Here, my friends who are listening to the show, they're using PLN. They're getting $20 off $23 worth of pirate tickets."
Yeah.
So that goes back to the advertiser. They're like, "We're not, he's not our best revenue generator."
Yeah.
But then one day, this guy asks him for a promo code, and he buys $8,000 worth of tickets to see Manchester United front row.
Jeez.
So then they bump my rate up to $100 a show. Then this kid gets fired a couple weeks later. They eventually do an audit, and they see that there's not quite 15,000 people a week listening. Yeah,
That's funny.
we like to break as many rules as possible on Pittsburgh local news.
I was about to say 15,000.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
They disagreed. At the first email, the kid got fired the next week. They're like, what is this modafinil this pill you've been selling on the show? And what you're giving away Bitcoin on top of I was just doing all types of illegal shit. And I'm like, SeatGeek.com. I would always advertise it. I'd be like, StubHub? I've never even heard of StubHub. SeatGeek is the one, They hate
You could probably kill somebody on the air, but you probably got more trouble for getting rid of that Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Science has proven that showers and beers are healthy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Not like a good beer shower.
It boosts your creativity.
Yeah, probably, yes.
What, simultaneously? You shower beers?
Shower beers.
Yeah, shower beers. Because a study in Illinois, University of Illinois, came up and found that out of 40 men in their studies, if you had a .075 alcohol level, it sparked your creativity and made you smarter. So that they encouraged students to study that way. Not more than .075.
How do you measure that? That's the whole thing.
They
But how
have
do
the
you, where's the stop?
breathalyzer at the A+ at the Sunoco's. And
Don't trust
Sheets
those
and
things.
stuff.
Maybe if you're trying to get creative, but not if you're trying to go on a road trip.
Right. So one genius came. There was another study that went and said that if you take a shower, a warm shower, it relaxes you and it boosts your dopamine up, which also gives you more creative juices.
Right.
So they're saying if you take a shower, this other study is saying if you take a shower and drink a beer at the same time, that your creative juices should be flowing. So next show, maybe our next most creative show, because I'm going to shower and drink a Budweiser at the same time.
Why do I feel
During
like
the
Todd
show?
authorized this study and had 40 men shower together and drink beer?
Only
Why?
my
While he was in the middle handing out the beers.
Yeah, he has a clipboard.
Well,
He's
if
writing
I
down.
dropped that one, you're going to have to bend over to get it.
He has a clipboard
You know where
and
the
a
basket
camera.
of dicks came from. Yeah.
You always know we tend to get a little bit off the track because then Todd plays a clip that shuts everybody up.
Where the fuck do you get this music?
We could go more. If
I
you
love naked dudes.
Here's one from Mike.
White guys, I'm in love with your farts. I'm in love with white guys' 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 farts.
That's Thursday Lane.
Wait a minute. I'm in love with white guys' farts.
Yeah, Thursday Lane wants to marry white guys' farts.
You're making it sound like you just played a clip. That was Brian Jerome just joined us in the studio.
He's like MIA. I talked to him online. He says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to come in," and then never comes.
Yeah. Every time, we had so much fun when he comes here. I always think about him. when he comes
Believe it or not, 1 year ago today was the day that you guys were both here at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. It showed up on my Facebook.
Was that the train? Was that the train? The Brian Jerome train came through.
Yes.
Well, it was like his second or third time here, and it was Sam's first time.
Yeah.
So it shows up on our.
He's a wrecking ball, dude.
Yeah.
He commands
Dude,
energy.
He was. I think he was a little intimidated because another comic came in. But he hasn't done comedy since here.
Yeah.
Since here
I
in
know,
the
man.
spring.
I miss Brian Jerome,
Yeah,
man.
he's funny
He was cool.
Yeah.
Very
I love him in small
flamboyant.
doses. That's what I always tell him. I'm like, I would hang out with Brian Jerome for 10 minutes anytime, but that's about
Not
11.
Then he starts getting handsy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be so nice looking.
That's why we always
You're
sit him
a
by
real
Jack.
man, Sam.
Yeah, he does it.
Yeah, 'cause he cracked me up. Because don't he work construction?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's so funny to me.
That joke he told him, like, I'm going to need you to be less gay. All right, no word, dog. I got you. That was so funny. That joke is so funny.
I always try to push him back into comedy, and he's I don't know if he's just like
Isn't that amazing?
down on it or what. He's a natural at it.
It makes you think about what determines what someone's voice is, because how he always speaks to us is his real voice. But then you say, I need you to be less gay, then he sounds like Debo all of a sudden.
I know. That was funny when he did. When I first saw him do that joke, I was like,
I was howling. I was like,
that was funny.
I got you, bro. I got you, dog.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about Richard Pryor's son finding out the hard way it's not easy to follow in Dad's footsteps. We're going to talk about lots of great stuff from Netflix this
Sucking
week,
off Paul Mooney.
including Obama,
Damn, dude. Really?
Norm Macdonald, and penises.
Why they? We're going to end
Classic Television is greenlit to do a movie prequel. It's a Double D show. Come hang out with us Saturday, March 17th. We're going to be on tour, St. Patrick's Day, Idiot Radio St. Patrick's Day tour. We're going to be at Jameson's and Dormont at noon and Bloom Cigars at 3 p.m. Also, we're going to
Blooms with boobies.
a pit stop here at the Brookline Pub in between, and Howie DeMac will be in the house dressed in full leprechaun gear.
Yes. This is not leprechaun gear. These are my Easter clothes.
It's a Double D show. We'll be back right after
That's a very lovely bond, Howie. Very lovely.
The only place you need to go for pre-purchase, pre-list, or general home inspections. Battaglia Home Inspections is available to discuss how our services can meet your needs. Our impartial and experienced inspectors can help you make an educated real estate investment. Pennsylvania State Certified Real Estate Inspectors, servicing Beaver County, Butler County, and surrounding areas. For more information, go to BattagliaHomeInspections.com or give them a call at 724-987-3770.
Does your dog or cat need some much-needed attention and pampering? Money Paws, full grooming salon for dogs and cats, featuring full-service dog and cat grooming, bath and brush, haircuts, nails, ears, teeth, and rear end cleanup, all done with extra love and attention. It's Money Paws. Schedule an appointment today at 412-207-8250.
You're listening to the Double D Show on Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
The Brookline Teen Outreach, a nonprofit located in the South Hills of Pittsburgh that offers free programming to youth ages 10 to 18. After school and weekend drop-in sessions provide tutoring, access to computers, community service opportunities, counseling, and life skill programs. The Brookline Teen Outreach is dedicated to making a difference in people's lives by offering success, understanding, and hope in our community. For more information, please visit Facebook, Twitter, or their website, brooklineteenoutreach.org. Hey, it's TODD from the Double D Show and Idiot Radio. I just want to take a few seconds out to tell you about Wildcat Belts. Ever since we've won the best podcast in Pittsburgh in the City Paper, we've been walking around with a championship belt, and we got it from Wildcat Belts. These guys actually make the real belts for WWE, Nathan's Hot Dogs, many corporate companies, and pretty much every famous championship belt you see on TV, these guys make. Andrew and his staff hooked us up with that sweet championship belt that you see in our pictures. You can get one for yourself. All you have to do is go to wildcatbelts.com. It's a great idea for fantasy sports, corporate awards, prizes, and so much more. For more information, go visit wildcatbelts.com and tell them TODD and Idiot Radio sent you.
It's Monday. Having a good time with everybody.
Monday.
I'm still getting used to this new board. Like, all the levels are out of whack.
You'll get it, man. You'll get it.
I got.
You
some,
need to actually.
I
Mark
don't
it
think
off.
it's the board.
You need to mark it.
Yeah. I'm still working on the adjustments, and I have some wires coming in that need to be replaced.
I don't think it's the board.
I don't know. It's
You'll be good next week because all those rest you're going to get this week.
yeah. Well, we're off next week.
I'm okay then. A week after.
All right. Yeah, that's our 99th episode. The 25th. Jay Cooper's in the house.
Yeah.
Jay Cooper's here again, ladies.
I know. I'm like always here.
Yeah, that's
He
cool.
because he lives right down the street. So if you ever
I
get
do.
in permanent jam, hit jam.
I know, right?
he's
So
got
if
that-
any of the other village idiots can't make it to the show, you can always call on me.
Yeah, and he's got that panty dropping voice, you know.
Yeah.
There have been times
Mine are
I've been
wet
known
right
to
now.
make the women's panties drop.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor's son, Mason Pryor. Mason Pryor isn't even his name.
Well, good. 'cause
I
who the
know.
fuck would call her son
Isn't he
Mason?
Richard Pryor Jr. or something?
No, there is a Richard Pryor Jr., but Mason has a different last name because he's going into comedy. Don't ask me what his last name is.
That's
'cause I don't
stupid,
know.
man. That's the wrong way to go about it. And who's
yeah,
the host?
You want to go? It was at the Apollo. It was
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey brought him up. He's like, this man is the son of a legend. You're just setting him up for
Yeah,
failure.
Yeah, he
I
shouldn't
wouldn't
have
even
done that.
want that. Just because they expecting that it's too high.
Richard fucking Pryor. You
Is
ain't
there-
him.
Is there a video? Like,
Yes,
do you
There
have
is
the-
a video.
yes.
I have,
Do you have the audio?
I have
on
the
YouTube?
audio of it.
Okay.
You want to hear the audio of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is.
It's a little depressing.
Tell
It's a
me
little
how
depressing.
this compares to Todd's set. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, on a level of dicks, which one is?
Well, that's I gotta turn it away. It seems like it's real low. Let's try.
All right,
it.
here we go.
Ready?
Oh no, that's not his opener, was
Man,
it?
I'm nervous.
Oh god.
Sounds
I
like
can
it's
literally hear
dead.
my dad up in heaven right now, like, boy, you better not mess this up.
Oh Jesus.
Downhill
A
from
lot of crazy stuff going on right now. Donald Trump is president. Nah, calm down. I'm not as mad as Facebook is. You read the messages. Oh, Donald Trump, this is the worst president ever. I'm not the smartest man, but 400 years of slavery and not one of them presidents made the cut. And the worst part is, I feel like I understand really what's the problem with Donald Trump. Everybody here in America knows the code. If you get caught cheating, you gotta cut your side thing loose. Donald Trump's still on the phone at the White House talking to Russia. Hello? Hey, no,
Sorry,
I
made a
want to talk to
mistake.
my man right now. You go get my Putin. Is that you, my Putin? I love you so much.
Hate to say it, Todd's
I love
funnier.
the way you smell. I love the way
Thanks,
your name
Mike.
comes off my lips. Boom.
That's where he went wrong. He went Trump.
Yeah, he picked the wrong material at the wrong place. He shouldn't have. Not
Class of
Apollo.
respect.
I would have thought that would work there. Yeah?
No.
A black crowd is pro-Trump.
They just they didn't want to hear that.
Oh, okay.
You know, they didn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, they're actually
Hey, he was good in the beginning.
they're aggressively booing him now.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
went. Yeah, it's the Apollo.
The Apollo is
Goodness
very,
gracious.
very, very freaking picky, especially when it comes to comedians. Because at the end, you know, they're used to dancers, singers, people doing tricks and shit like that. If you're a comedian and you come up to the Improv, you got to bring it. You got to bring it. I mean, there have been so many comedians who have bombed at the Improv, and
Like Chris Rock in Down to Earth.
yes,
Yeah.
Remember that?
Well,
yeah.
hey,
he probably bombed in real life.
Yeah.
I hate
Apollo.
to, I hate to
Chappelle.
cut it off real quick.
No, please.
We got a VIP guest on the phone.
All right. We finally got the call. Here we go.
We've been waiting for this call all day. Let's welcome to the Double D Show. This guy, he's almost at legend status here in Pittsburgh. Let's welcome Sam Adonis.
Woo!
What's going on, brother? How are you?
What's up, man? It's been forever. How you been?
It has been forever. I'm sorry it took me too long to call you. I'm actually in an area of Mexico called Neza right now, which kind of make the Hill District look like Chuck E. Cheese. So I had to find a place to hide in a corner so I could get on my smartphone without getting robbed.
Well, those of you that don't know, Sam Adonis, he was born in Pittsburgh. You were born and raised here, right, Sam?
I grew up, in Monroeville. I went to Gateway, graduated high school there, and then cut my teeth in the South Side with yourself and a couple other
man. Good times there, man. Good times. But
is Mullins even still down there?
It's still around, but I don't think people are like the same people who own it and all that.
It's not the same crew that you.
It's not the guy. Us. It's not us.
It's weird. I'm finally starting to feel old, and I can say that was like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, I felt really old the other day when I was in a bar for somebody's birthday, and a girl I used to bang's daughter was drinking next to me.
Exactly.
Did she look like you?
No, Daddy. Funny how it works.
Well,
what's even funnier is I remember talking to you guys all that time ago and talking about wrestling all around the world and wrestling in Mexico and. Now it's like,
it's a reality.
It's all happened, and now, sometimes I have to yell at myself and pinch myself when I have a problem here and say, oh, this isn't going right, or that's not right, and I got to say, well, damn, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do, so it can't be that bad.
Right. The last I seen you was probably back in 2011. You were heading down to WWE's Florida Championship Wrestling, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I had about a year stint of a contract there, and it didn't go too well. I ended up hurting my knee and getting released. But
didn't they give you some weird name? Didn't they give you some weird name there?
Buddy Stretcher was the name.
Buddy Stretcher. He does not look like a Buddy Stretcher at all.
His name was Body Stretcher?
I have no idea where it came from. I just kind of tried to, just make the best of it. But that was one of the many problems I had while I was there.
Right, and you were saying before I cut you off that you befriended William Regal, and that kind of took you over into Europe, right?
Yeah, Regal was the one, he hooked me up with a company in Europe that's been running shows for 45 years. And that's really where I kind of got good. They don't really do the whole online internet perception and things like that. So I was able to really wrestle every night of the week, almost kind of, cutting my teeth, wrestling for the people and not for the public. And then by the time I got to Mexico, I had already had 5 years of really good experience.
Well, yeah, but you're kind of like glazed over the Mexico thing. Right now, are you still in the heel role in Mexico right now?
I am, and you joke about it, and I don't want to sound too poppy, but when you joked about, almost legendary status, as far as being a bad guy down here in Mexico, people are already talking about me with some of the greats of all time.
That's awesome.
The heat we have, and the energy we create, it's something special that, will be remembered for the rest of the time, I'm convinced.
Well, right now, you're the top heel in all of Mexico, right?
Exactly, and it's just absolutely outrageous, the situations I get put in, and I tend to post some things online, where you can really see and feel the energy. This past Friday night, I had about 10,000 people screaming "asshole" at me.
That's awesome.
the building was absolutely shaking. And, that's how I know I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. Do you still do the Trump gimmick, the pro-Trump gimmick?
Yeah, again, and I always try to say it's not so much a pro-Trump gimmick. It's not a political gimmick. My character, I'm just such a jerk, such an idiot that I want to do whatever I can to make the Mexican people angry. Make them more angry.
Yeah, where are you saying we're going to build the wall and all that crazy shit?
Yeah. I always say I need volunteers. Whoever wants a green card, come with me, and we'll build the wall together.
Here's a flag with Trump on it. I read a rumor on one of these wrestling websites that at one point they tried to talk you into growing your hair just like Trump's, and you turned it down.
Oh yeah, well that's it. They wanted it. They wanted it to be more along the lines of an actual Donald Trump copy, like I was, an obsessed fan of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I kind of just was able to drive it in my direction because, realistically now I've made such a name for myself that I don't need that flag.
Right.
I can come out and just people know that I'm such a bad person. The flag is more or less just a prop.
Right. And what's awesome is, like you said, you made a name for yourself. A lot of people may not know this, but you have a pretty famous brother, which I knew both you guys from back in the day, coming up at, like we were talking about earlier, at Mullins and the South Side and North Shore. His brother is one of the best, probably all-time commentators on WWE, Corey Graves. He's raved about, like, people compare him to the greats like Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah, Corey Graves is a breath of fresh air to commentary.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's so funny how it all kind of happens so slowly, though. It happens so fast, if you will. It's just, to me, it's my brother, and we've had these dreams, and it was just a life together. And then the next thing you know, you look back, my brother's on every Monday Night Raw, and I'm
every SmackDown.
Yeah.
What's nice about it is, a lot of people would use that Corey Graves card to get to where they need to be, and you totally went the complete opposite and did it your own way.
Well, it's one of those things where inside wrestling everybody knows anyway.
Yeah.
It's something that, I feel like I gain more respect whenever man's unsaid. Everybody that knows me or knows him knows we're brothers and, we have that connection. But I feel like if I were to go ahead and publicize it and really be vocal about it, I think that a lot of people would kind of look at me as, he's just trying to get off his brother's success, So,
dude,
I think it's the best for both of us to kind of keep it quiet.
I'm so proud to say, I brag that I know you, and I brag to people how much you've accomplished in your career, and I can't wait to see what the next chapter is. Now, is there a possibility when your run in Mexico is over that we could see you and your brother reunite in some way, shape, or form?
Well, that's kind of the goal, man. This Mexico is kind of just another stop on the voyage, if you will. I look at it a lot like, Major League Sports. You have to come up through the ranks before you get that Yankee Stadium contract. So what I do now is I make this name for myself and make the connections, podcast, and have the experience. So hopefully sometime down the line when WWE does need somebody to fit my position, I get a phone call and it can be pretty lucrative.
Hey, I saw on YouTube you doing a promo. I mean, it was like days ago. It might have been like 24 hours ago. You were doing the entire promo in Spanish.
Oh, yes. I speak fluent Spanish now.
How long did it take you to learn that?
I learned a lot in about 2 months. But I live full-time with my girlfriend who's Mexican, so we speak only Spanish in the house.
Oh, man, that's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, I've been able to learn.
It gives more diversity to your character, which is awesome.
Exactly, and it adds more value as far as, being marketable and things like that. So everything seems to be going cool, but this Saturday night,
I was just
going
to wrap it up here. I know you're short on time. You're coming back IWC Saturday night, March 17th at Court Times Sports Center in Elizabeth, PA. You're on the card with Gilbert, James Ellsworth, and our buddy DJ Z. We go back way. You go back way with him, DJ Z.
I go back so far with DDT in general. My father used to help promote some of the events with Norm Connors years ago.
Right, when it was Steel City.
So it's something, these guys, I would say I grew up with most of the IWC wrestling crew more than I did my friends in high school.
Yeah.
These are the guys that brought me up and taught me a lot about life, whether it was Super Hentai, Shirley Doe, my friends, they're the ones that kind of taught me about the international wrestling scene and got me into this Mexico and things like that. So, coming home is really something special. The show's in Elizabeth, where my grandma's actually lived my whole life. A lot of my friends and family have come in, and, a lot of the Pittsburgh wrestling fans that support me and my brother will be there as well.
That's awesome.
So I can promise this Saturday night will be a special night. It'll have an energy, something, a lot of times you can feel it in the air. You tell you're a part of something special, and I think that'll be the Saturday night.
Right. Is that are you teaming with Vegas on that night?
Me in Vegas, baby.
Jimmy Vegas, man. That's awesome. That's
and
awesome.
I plan on knocking out my 450 splash for the finish if we get to camp.
Very nice. To get tickets, you can go to iwcwrestling.com to see Sam Adonis. Dude, it is a huge honor for you to come on. I know you're real busy and everything, and I appreciate you taking time out on your Sunday and calling us. Hopefully I can catch up with you while you're here.
You. Yeah, cool, man. That'll be great. Hopefully we can catch up, and if not, I'll do the show again for time when you got time for me, all right?
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
All right, Sam. Buddy, take it easy. Bye.
All right, see you.
Later, Sam.
It's Sam Adonis, everybody. That's
pretty
that's
cool.
awesome.
Pretty cool. Local guy.
He's making big waves.
I'm still thrown off by that flag that he carries around, man. I love that shit. He has Trump's face on the flag. I love that shit. That is
professional, dude.
That's a good way to piss people off, especially in Mexico.
It's such a good character.
Like, he should have just put, like, on the flag, also, build my wall. That would have been perfect. Like, in Spanish, too.
But I like
that
how he separates
really
himself
funny.
from Donald Trump a little bit. It's not just like a
Yeah.
completely a Trump gimmick. That was just one of the many tools he used to piss
Yeah,
people
they were
off.
going. They wanted him to go all out Trump, man,
And
they
that would
wanted-
end. That would
Yeah.
that
It
would
get
die
old.
someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so awesome to see somebody from this area doing big things. Him and his brother. I mean, like I
Hell
said,
yeah.
his brother is probably all time top commentator.
You know what? I don't know any wrestler from the Pittsburgh area that didn't blow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of them do.
Look on Monday Night Raw.
From-
You got Corey Graves, Kurt Angle, and Elias.
Yep.
Are all Pittsburgh guys.
And then Shane Douglas.
Well, yeah, he's not on Raw.
I'm just saying, though. But he blew up, though.
Yeah,
he was just a good,
right.
you know,
Bruno
good wrestler.
Sammartino?
Yeah, all right.
Bruno Sammartino,
So,
yep.
so we got that interview. Let's take our break, and then we come back. We'll talk about this TV stuff, and then wrap up the show, and we'll get out of here. How about that?
All right. Works for me.
All right.
All right, let's take this.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
Vapor Connection in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Premier vaping lounge and proprietor of vaping supplies. We carry everything from mods and accessories to the widest selection of e-liquids in Pittsburgh. Visit our shop in Blawnox and sample e-juice from America's best suppliers. Vapor Connection, Pittsburgh's premier vapor and shop lounge. Vape easy at the Vapor Connection. For more information, go to vaporconnectionllc.com.
You're listening to the Double D Show on Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, Food Truck and Catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
Battaglia Home Inspections, the only place you need to go for pre-purchase, pre-list, or general home inspections. Battaglia Home Inspections is available to discuss how our services can meet your needs. Our impartial and experienced inspectors can help you make an educated real estate investment. Pennsylvania State Certified Real Estate Inspectors, servicing Beaver County, Butler County, and surrounding areas. For more information, go to BattagliaHomeInspections.com or give them a call at 724-987-3770.
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For a free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
We're back on a Monday show. You got to check out that Sam Adonis interview. We'll have that on on our podcasts and everything. Well, I'll actually put that in separate and put in best of and all that stuff.
We were just talking about how good I was on that interview.
Well, that's the thing. When I go out of your wheelhouse, you know.
Yeah, well, hey, man, that's you and that's Coop, and I totally respect that. I like listening to it because I'm wrestling from like the old
I wish
days.
I would interview more wrestlers because I seem like that's more my wheelhouse than doing stand-up.
That's what
at
I'm
the
saying,
Improv.
man. When we gonna do that so that way you can bring me on and I can, you know.
Didn't you guys have like a trial run?
Yeah, we
the
did.
We did.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. There's just no time in the day. If that's all we did was podcasting, you know, I'd be all for doing.
if we got paid for it, that would
now
be
we have a
even-
wrestling show on the card. So on the show on the station. So he's on hiatus right now. I don't know where he's at. But yeah, whatever.
That's how lenient we are here. You can come and go as you
Yeah,
please.
well, you don't have salaries going out. It's easy to say.
In due time, my brother,
I'm
in
gonna
due
go
time.
on a hiatus. Okay, call us when you're ready. Like Verge of Sanity Radio.
We're going to be the next Sam Roberts.
Our New Jersey guys, they were on hiatus for like 6 months. They're back. They announced that they're coming back. Verge of Sanity. Look for some more content from them coming very soon. Actually, it's just I got to get to it and put it up on the site.
All right.
So I'm happy that Lynn and our guys from New Jersey are up and running again. All right, Barack Obama.
Barack.
His next move could be a series on Netflix.
What?
Yeah.
Barack Obama, or I like to call him Barry.
Hey, why not?
The coolest president. I'm not a political guy, but like he was like the coolest dude ever.
Yes,
like,
he was.
People-
Politics aside, he has swagger.
People thought Clinton
He
was,
was
cool,
cool.
when he played the saxophone, had girls giving him BJs under the desk.
He's cool too.
But like he brews beer, owned beer, and all that. I mean, like
Mario,
he
yeah.
Yeah, when he grew his beard out, I didn't even recognize him at first. I was like,
No, he brewed beer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when he grew
He
his
was
beard
on-
out.
he was a
when
beer master.
Because when he got interviewed by what was that guy? Letterman, yeah. And I saw him with the beard. I was like, huh? Did you see that one yet, Howard?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, he grew.
It's on Netflix. I know it is.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. When he grew his beard out, I was like, is that Obama?
Now, as far as I know, Barack's not actually having like a show, really. The way I heard it, and tell me if I'm wrong, he's got the charity, and they're running a show, and he's just going to be an executive producer. He's not going to be there.
He's producing now. Michelle's involved somehow, so maybe it'll be like she'll be like a host of it.
What's the show? Do we know?
They're not releasing the premise of it,
Right.
But it's going to highlight an inspirational story. So, like, I guess inspirational people, maybe.
The Norm Macdonald live show is where
that's the
fucking
next one,
money is
yeah.
at. This guy is the best. Did you guys like Norm Macdonald live? Did you ever watch that? You like?
I didn't, but I've watched his stand up, and I think he's hilarious.
He was doing that independently, right?
Yeah, he had a podcast network, but pretty much independent. No studio backing.
Right.
VPN, Virtual Podcast Network, was doing it for a while. Him and Adam Egget, the guy who runs the Comedy Store.
Right.
It's even better than his stand-up. It's
okay.
Well, yeah,
so funny.
this is it's Norm Macdonald has a show. It's Netflix signed on for 10 episodes, and Adam Eget's involved in this one as well, and it's going to feature Norm live with Eget and celebrity guests.
Yeah.
So
and they have great guests.
everything that Norm does is great.
Classic.
We've talked about Norm before when Kid Chris was on and all that. I love that he voices the pigeon on the Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite cartoons on TV.
I love whenever he gets serious and talks about like Russian novels or he does play-by-play and commentary for a PGA Tour event on Twitter.
He just has all these random jobs. But yeah, that's a good one. And then there was a secret penis drawings found in a Netflix children's cartoon, Maya the Bee, a seemingly innocent series about a young bee named Maya who leaves her hive to discover the beauty and mysteries of nature. Sounds very interesting.
And that one was
Penises are in nature. I mean,
that one was produced by Idiot Radio. Actually,
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
Produced, sponsored.
TJ did the art. And,
I did the art. I mean,
That explains the penises. Yeah,
Todd was standing right in front of me while I did it. I was like,
that's why they were so small, right? My first radio crash. Wow.
Episode 35, a rogue animator hid a penis in the episode. And it's so subtle, like, you really got to look to see it. It was like carved into a rock or something. It wasn't...
In this day and age, and like, you know, we had the Attitude Era. This is the Get Offended Era. People are looking for shit to get offended by. So they're like, really, really slow motion.
Mm-hmm. Was it really even hidden in, or just people like see things and it's like, oh, this must be this?
No, there's a penis drawn in there, but it's in a rock. It's really like you really got to look to see it.
Did you ever see the YouTube videos of they take clips of old Disney movies and highlight all these penises drawn into them?
Yeah, I think I saw one like on a Little Mermaid or some shit.
Yeah, I watched those. That's pretty much my favorite thing to
I
watch.
like. Did you ever see those videos where they show where they've
two
slid,
guys having sex? Yeah,
well,
I watch those
that's
too
a good one. But they slid like things past censors on like He-Man and like different children's cartoons. I always like watching those.
Wait a minute. What about my He-Man?
G.I. Joe, like they'll find like ways to slide things past the censors, and if you look it up, you'll see like Saturday morning cartoons slid past censors. On YouTube or something.
Because I own all the episodes of He-Man, so now I got to watch it again.
Watch the YouTube video and it'll show you where they are.
You will suck my balls.
TJ, what we do after the show is nothing.
Hey. I'm tired of being in a closet. I'm too fat for that shit.
We'll get you a bigger closet.
You're going to need to.
Blue's Clues is set to reboot. Did you guys hear this? They're bringing, like Nickelodeon's bringing a lot of old stuff back. Like they're bringing
new shows are crap. That's why.
Thomas the Train is coming back.
Was good,
but this Thomas
kids,
actually moves its mouth in these new episodes.
You mean it's going to talk now?
Well, yeah, he talked before, but he didn't move his mouth.
That's right, he did talk, didn't he?
Yeah.
See, I didn't watch the show. I read the books, so I didn't. Yeah,
he talks in the books.
I never.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it would just be a picture of him.
They've
it was kind of creepy to be honest.
They've bumped up the animation and.
What's the deal with the Blue's Clues guy? Didn't he have a little scandal?
Well,
I thought he died sniffing meth or some shit.
They're both
medical meth.
They're both still around.
Steve, I'm talking about Steve.
He's like I think in like a rock band or something, like a death metal band or something like that.
Really?
Blues. Jeez, the music got super loud downstairs. Blue's Clues is rebooting, and one of the people up for the lead of the human part is John Cena.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's whack.
That's weird. This is what he's going to do after WrestleMania?
That's weird.
John Cena did an apparent audition. There's videos and pictures of him floating around wearing the shirt, the signature shirt, the striped shirt.
Too big.
That's another thing. This weekend, isn't he hosting the Kids' Choice Awards again?
Kids' Choice Awards.
Listen, before
for
you
the
talk
second
shit,
year in a row.
Before you talk
he made a big deal about that.
You need to see the paycheck before any insults get hurled his way.
Oh, I know Nickelodeon paying him nice. I know they're paying him nice.
Is that his movie?
What?
The Paycheck?
No, I'm saying you need to see the paycheck for him to do Blue's Clues.
I thought you meant he has a movie called The Paycheck.
I know. If it's Nickelodeon, I know they're going to pay him handsomely.
His new one is like Cock Blocker or something.
Yeah, Blockers. Yeah.
Now that I'm looking forward to seeing. I'll see that before I see Ferdinand.
But
I ain't watching that shit.
Like Jay said, he's hosting the Kids' Choice Awards, so this could be just like a rehearsal or a stunt for the awards show. But I mean, I couldn't see.
I said from the beginning to everybody, like, okay, he wants to go Hollywood like The Rock did, but see, The Rock can do everything from action to comedy, and whereas with Cena, he's more funny.
Yeah.
Than he is doing action movies. I was never a fan of his action movies. I was never a fan of it.
He needs to land a superhero or villain role somewhere, and I think
I can see him as a villain.
Legitimize.
I can see him as a funny villain.
That'll make him
like someone trying to take down SpongeBob or something. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
I'm just saying. Hey, look, that evil pirate in the SpongeBob movie, the second one. I didn't know that was Antonio Banderas.
Oh, really?
I didn't. Did you know?
Yeah.
I had no idea that was him.
I didn't know there was a second SpongeBob movie.
He did so good that I didn't even know that was Antonio. I was like, holy shit, that's him. Making that Nickelodeon money.
Speaking
Go do
of superhero movies, Wonder Woman 2, they confirmed Kristen Wiig is going to play the villain Cheetah.
Nice.
Which Kristen Wiig? Saturday Night Live Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But
okay.
Cheetah was like pretty massive, so I'm like...
That's why I'm saying, why they put her?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
might as well put in Taylor Swift or something.
Maybe they're bringing a little
but
comic.
Wonder Woman isn't.
She would look better in a cheetah
Wonder
suit.
Woman isn't that big in the movies either. I thought I was going to hate Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, but I absolutely fucking love her as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I saw clips of her on the Justice League. I think that's what it was, and she wasn't bad in that one.
I watched. She's even better in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was good.
All the fighting stuff she does, she's military trained because she had to do her standard time in the service for where she's from.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Where is she from?
She's Israel.
Yeah, Israel.
I didn't know that.
What's her name? Gal Gadot?
Yeah, she was in the Fast and the Furious series.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Wait,
She
which
was with
one?
Han. She was Han's girlfriend in Fast and Furious.
That was her?
Yeah.
Get the fuck.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
hot.
Gal Gadot's sexy as shit.
Wait, she's the one who sacrificed herself.
Yeah, to save him.
Wow, that's one. Wow.
Yep.
Blew my
Something new
mind.
every
Did
day.
not know that.
Any Sopranos fans?
Yeah. Love Sopranos. Who's not?
Creator David Chase got greenlit to make a prequel movie to the series Sopranos set in the 60s.
Okay.
So it'd be like Tony's dad and grandfather and all that. I bet like baby Tony shows up at the end of the movie.
Well, of course, because you can't bring back the original one. That's a damn
He
shame.
did.
Yeah. May he rest in peace.
God, what a legend.
Everybody else still alive except him.
Eat less pasta.
I think it was more the drugs and alcohol that got
Snort
them
less
on-
cocaine.
Yeah.
What's funny is David Kay. You know David Kay.
Yeah.
He was in here telling us
Slapstick.
a story how he used to have a relationship with James Gandolfini's his wife, his widow.
He would sell James Gandolfini coke. Is that what you're telling me?
He had a relationship with his wife. Before
a
she met
romantic
James
one?
Gandolfini. Yeah.
Didn't David Kay? I don't want to speak ill.
Okay, look up James Gandolfini's ex-wife and let's see if it's even.
His widow, I guess, would be her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about that pretty openly on the show here.
Yeah. I don't mean to speak ill if I'm wrong, but didn't David Kay? Doesn't he have a nice, interesting criminal history?
He talks about it, but he's never said like what.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he had a relationship with her.
Yeah, that's cool.
Interesting.
Here's Naked Selfie Dude, and then we'll end on a prank. This was local here in Pittsburgh.
Okay, picture this. This happened in traffic. This woman looked over to the car next to her, sees a man looking at his phone. On his phone, naked pictures of himself. State police say it happened last night in Hempfield Township along State Route 30 and Greengate Center Circle. They say a woman was sitting in her car and saw the man with his phone in his hand looking at nude selfies. And it happened in full view of the other drivers around him. After police were called, they caught up with the man who actually admitted to doing it. State police ended up charging him with disorderly conduct, but they haven't said if he meant to do it, and they have not released his name.
Yeah.
Wait, how could you get...
Yeah, what does he have, like a Galaxy Note?
Like a Galaxy Note 17?
Big as hell. What the hell?
iPad or something?
You see people picking their nose in their car, too. You don't have them arrested for
They're,
it.
they're invading his privacy.
Yeah.
Now apparently, he was like showing it to people purposefully.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, look at this."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
hanging
was
out the
at
window.
The red light.
Yeah.
I was
I
say
mean, that is a bit much.
If you
but-
get in trouble
That's a new
for
kind of
something like
exhibitionist.
that, man, every time I'm tired when I'm driving, I watch PornTube to keep me up.
Now, you know what I don't do is when I ever call the police on people for something
Right.
that doesn't
Something
like
that
physically
I would
hurt
just
me.
laugh
Right.
at
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
That would be hilarious.
That would make my day. I would think, wow, there are creepy, weird people out there, and then you move on to the next light, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You pass them on the left.
I don't know. I'm curious to see what the selfie looks like. I wonder if we can dig it up from archive.
And you bring up another
Todd
good
just wants to
point.
look at a dick. You know, he's like,
How
I
did
wonder
they
what
know it
looks
was
like.
a picture of him? That means, so think about the size of the screen that he's showing,
Right.
and it can't be just a penis, or else
Yeah, it was a whole
it has to be a whole body. So, I mean,
Or he told them.
oh, yeah, he did admit to it. You're right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just weird.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
weird.
It's
Why,
weird.
why are you peering into somebody else's car?
Right.
Yeah.
Like you that fucking nebby.
No, but he wasn't peering in. It's that he was holding it
He was
out.
like,
was,
hey,
was he
look
holding
at
it, or
this.
okay, so he's like, okay, so well,
Yeah,
I guess you get what you
essentially he
get.
was flashing him,
Okay,
right?
wait a minute.
But you
Okay,
get-
so when he took the picture of
In the
himself
Tinder
naked,
world,
where
that's-
was he?
That's a resume.
Was
They were
he
at
at the
stoplight.
house?
They
Was
were
he
at
in the
a
car?
stoplight. They were at a stoplight in the car.
Yeah, but he didn't take the picture there. It didn't seem like.
No, the picture,
He
yeah.
was like, does this penis make me look fat? I just want an honest opinion.
If that was me, she'd be like, "Why do you have two belly buttons?"
Oh shit!
All right, let's end on this prank I was telling you guys about. This dude, he pranks his dad thinking there's like some kind of nuclear attack, and he goes berserk. Here it is, the end of the world prank this dude does to his dad.
Daddy! Daddy! Turn on the TV!
We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow.
What that is? I don't know. It's an emergency alert system. What's going on with it? I don't know.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is President Nixon. A nuclear attack was commenced.
Oh, shit. You gotta go. Nuclear attack.
Boston,
I love it.
Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Los Angeles,
Wait. You see they say anything about Louisiana?
Pennsylvania, Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, San Diego, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. At this time, all residents within a 400-mile radius of these areas should seek a fallout shelter.
Wait a minute.
Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks.
Shit.
Exposure to fallout.
You gotta go there. You gotta go to the shelter.
If there is a near
Shelter, ain't some damn nuclear attack. It ain't gonna shelter, ain't gonna help you. They the shelter underground. Shit. I knew that little something. They shouldn't have been fucking with that little Chinese man.
Korean.
Or Eel, or what the hell his name is. That fucking Trump done put us in this damn shit. Shit.
I love it.
Damn. Boy, I wish I was still in the Navy.
What do you say? Wish I was still in the Navy?
In the Navy. In the Navy.
God damn. I knew shit.
This guy's a real patriot. Maybe he's not even.
He's really upset.
He's like, close my door.
Yeah.
Goddamn Trump messing with that Chinese
Yeah,
man.
he's not like thinking, hell, let me call the
He said, "Daddy,
grandkids.
it's a prank."
He's like, it's time to bounce back. He doesn't even think for a second. He's like, I'm about to re-enlist in the Navy.
This motherfucker, he talking about a North Korean, called him Chinese.
I knew you should miss a little Chinese man. Little China man.
I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. Mike Elliott.
Thanks, Todd.
Follow him on
Great.
social media. What's your soch?
Mike Elliott Comic.
174.
See how cool I sounded? What's your soch?
186.
Like, you guys are for personal information. Yeah.
4552.
Jay Cooper, Howie D. Mack. Check out the Ignat Easter Comedy Show.
'Cause it's
Saturday,
Ignat.
March
Yeah.
31st, 9 p.m.
That's
at
right.
Repair the World, 6022 Broad Street. Hosted by Howie D. Mack, Jay Cooper, featuring Don Arner, A-Loke, and One Eye, and the headliner Samantha B.
Samantha B's Ignat.
So we got
This is
two
gonna be fun.
improv winners in that show.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's
sponsored
that's a
by
good thing.
Idiot Radio.
River's Edge.
Grind Mode Music.
Grind Mode Music.
Worldwide.
And some
Lee
really good
Davis
vodka.
Consulting. You remember Lee? We talked about
Yeah,
Lee
yeah, yeah.
Davis Consulting.
And go ahead with
Ustianaka.
Thank you.
Ustianaka.
Real Russian vodka.
Will we have samples of
real
Ustianaka
Russian-
at
yeah.
the show?
Yeah, we're gonna be giving out samples and everything
Nice.
right there. So you can try
Very
that
nice.
real Russian Ustianaka.
When you drink it and it goes down, you're going, ooh, skinaka. You're going to be like that. That's what it's going. That's probably where the name came from.
Sam Leonard, Pittsburgh Local News Podcast. You can get it on
iTunes, Stitcher. I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Sir_SL. Listen, forget about the news. It's got nothing to do with you. People complain about Donald Trump and Russia. This is the news that affects you and the news that you can affect, plus cursing.
Very nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'd rather go there than Channel 11.
Bingo.
It comes out every Thursday, right?
Yeah, every Thursday
Every
morning
Thursday,
it'll be
new
there for
episodes.
your commute.
Whether there's news or not.
Very good.
You got to post that more so I can share it, man.
March
Yeah, I will.
17th. We're going to be on tour.
I'm excited.
St.
I'm
Patrick's
excited.
Day tour. Howdy Mag, the Chubby Chocolate Leprechaun.
Chubby Chocolate
And
Leprechaun.
Idiot
Yes,
Radio.
yes.
I might get so drunk that the only thing I'll be able to say is I have a donkey. He takes big shits.
We'll be at
He's a donkey.
JMO's and Dormont at noon. We're going to stop by here at the Brookline Pub around 1:30, and we'll be at Bloom Cigars right behind Jack's on the south side of South 12th Street. It's going to be a good time. Come drink with us, have cigars with us, come look at boobies with us.
Boobies,
All that.
titties.
Howie does a great job with
Sweater
that.
stretching
Oh, dude, it was
forever.
huge.
With-
And more
with the
stuff coming.
breastises.
More stuff coming.
More
so.
stuff coming. Check
That's
check
right.
your social media.
The titty
Friday and
height
Saturday.
leprechaun, baby.
All right. We're out of here. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Later, bitches.
Oh, I gotta take it.
What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
It's the Double D Show.